Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Word Power. I'm so excited to be able to be with you today for another edition of this power packed moment of encouragement and inspiration. I'm your host, Julian Johnson, and welcome again to Word Power. So, good morning again. And today I'm going to talk about how to starve your distractions and feed your focus. And if you're there watching, whether you're on Instagram, whether you're on Facebook, YouTube, or Twitter, please holler if you hear me. Please talk back to me. I look forward to talking with you today. And every week we have a word of the week. This is for your recharge, your encouragement, and your inspiration. So whether you're watching in California or Colorado, Connecticut, or the sunny state of Florida, please know that I'm your host, Dr. Julian Johnson, and I'm so glad to be able to be with you every single week. And good morning and good morning again. Good morning, Dan. It's so good to see you on this morning. So today, I want to talk to you today about how to starve your distractions and feed your focus. Every week, we have a word of the week, and the word of this week is focus. Now, so many people at the end of the year really want to do some great things. I want to do some great things, and I want to see great things happen in my life. Now, I want to tell you, now a lot of people have their backs up against the wall. A lot of people are making some crucial decisions, making some real choices, and some really important challenges that everybody you've been dealing with. And I want to talk to you today about focus, but check out this verse. We always have a scripture to encourage us every single day. So check it out. Our God, will you not judge them? For we have no power to face this vast army that is attacking us. We do not know what to do, but our eyes are on you. Now, I'm going to tell you, anybody out there facing a challenge, anybody out there facing a battle, anybody out there facing a big issue, there are a lot of people who really want to see something great happen in their lives, but some people really don't want a battle. They don't want any challenge. They don't even want any feedback or resistance. And I would suggest to you, people who do not want feedback, people who do not want information or insight, really are putting themselves and everybody they lead all around them on a path and a collision toward difficulty and disaster. I want you to know today that when you are being attacked, though, that there is something different about being attacked. People wonder what it's like. And I'm going to tell you, some people don't know what it's like to be attacked because maybe your life has been perfect. Maybe everybody's been giving you flowers everywhere you've been, but that ain't been my story. I have been under attack by people who I've worked with and some who I've loved. The reality for most of us is that for many of us, this year has been a challenge and we want to stay focused. Come on, talk to me today. You really want to stay focused, but you're trying to figure out a good way of how to do it. Now, for many this year, this has been a year of challenge. If it's been a year of challenge for you, just put it in chat, challenge. Just put one word, challenge. And for a lot of people, it's been a challenge because you've had to pivot. You've had to shift some things. You've had different priorities that have been competing with each other. And then for some of us, we've learned a new word, or a new word has resurfaced in the dictionary, which is unprecedented. I mean, if I had $1 for every time I heard the word unprecedented, I would be a millionaire, probably a trillionaire this year. And whoever's in the comment section, I'm going to break you off. Dan Smith, I'm going to break you off if I got that $1 million. But we also have been socially distanced, not been able to be with people, friends and family and loved ones at times when we have needed them most. And sometimes you have felt like, man, this is a battle. But I'm going to tell you, this year has also caused people to see what is really, really important. And I'm going to tell you, if you have not seen what has really, really been important, I dare you to go through this year again. If you go into 21 the same way that you went into 20 and remain into 20, something is wrong with your perspective. Remember, they said that they were in a battle, and they said that nevertheless, our eyes are on you, God. Now, for a lot of people have found themselves with a lot of distractions. And some people have found these distractions to be very overwhelming, very disorienting, and people don't even know what to do. I'm going to tell you a few things that people are distracted by. People have been distracted by structures this year. Now, for a lot of people, the structure is something that people really love because they love order. They love the regular. They love the familiar. They love what's actually going to happen and know the sequence. Some of y'all really demanded church bulletins before before this whole pandemic started, and now, and you didn't need the church bulletin because you knew exactly what's going to happen in church or in business or in leadership. But now your mind has been thrown into a tizzy and tailspin, all as a result of the fact that things have adjusted. The structure has changed. Now, some people are also distracted by the thoughts and the opinions of others. And I'm going to tell you today that the thoughts and the opinions of others will really put you on a fast track to be unfocused, put you on a fast track to be discouraged, put you on a fast track to be dismayed. And I'm going to tell you today that the other thing, I'm going to give you a story. I'm going to tell you my story today. The other thing that puts us on a fast track for this is the reality of social media. Things are not perfect. People are only showing you the good side of what they want you to know about them. So why in the world would you be so distracted by everything that's going on? You say, well, I have time on my hands. Guess what? You got time to think. You got time to be creative. You got time to be innovative, but you spend your time on social media and you're expecting to be a millionaire off of being social media. Now, I know some social media influencers, and they spend a huge amount of time not in delivery, but in preparation. And I'm going to tell you that a lot of us really want we want somebody to pat us on the back. We want somebody to tell us what's going on. But every week I'm here to encourage you, to let you know that social media is a blessing, but it could also be your distraction if you don't use it the right way. And then finally, all these really sum up to one thing: people. Yeah, some people don't want to hear this, and you may not want to hear this, the truth, but a lot of people are distracted by other people. You think that somebody else has something better or something more glowy, or the grass is always greener on the other side. And I'm going to tell you, the grass is greener. My sister told me the grass is greener on the other side because people actually water their own grass. They take care of their own grass. And the truth is that a lot of people, what's up, Janika? The truth is that people really want to see the result, but Pierre, they really don't want to do the work. You got to dive in. You got to dig deep. And I'm going to tell you today a few hopes that I have for you throughout the rest of this year. Guess what? It's not too late to start over. It's not too late to get going. But listen, are you willing to gamble away your dreams based on the thoughts of others who don't know you or your story? Are you telling me you're going to gamble away everything that God has placed in your heart, that vision, even if you don't believe in God? There's something, a thought process that's been birthed inside of you. So you're going to give it away. So I want you to know you can starve your distractions so you can feed your focus. And I'm telling you, there's some people today who are ready for this. And if you're ready, put in the chat, I'm ready. I'm going to talk to you today about the fact that a lot of people want the results, but don't want the work. My man Pierre Quinn, always doing something, always inspirational. And I'm telling you, the fact of the matter is that a lot of us really want the cotton candy, but we really don't want to get in the kitchen. And I'm telling you that the fact that even though we have challenges, even though it's not going to be easy, we all got to start somewhere. Now, some of you don't even know what I'm doing, what I'm talking about. Go to my website, www.builttothrive.me. You're going to find this in the resources section, other word powers, other networks. Please, I need you to be on here so we can tell your story to other people. My whole goal is to connect you so you can grow your business, grow your influence so that you can be blessed and bless other people. What about that? All right. So the other thing is, I want to tell you that a lot of people have lost their focus this year. And you have lost your focus. Come on, let's be honest. Some people have lost their focus this year. And the reality is, when you lose your focus, you focus on loss, you focus on difficulty, you don't even see the opportunities. And guess what happens? The communities and everything else becomes our focus. We focus on all of just about us, our community, us, me, my. And I'm going to tell you, the reality is that we really don't want to admit this. We really don't want to admit this, Dan. We really don't want this to admit this, Janika. We really don't want this to admit this, Pierre, but we really like the familiar. Yes, we really like what's regular, what's routine, what's mundane, what we could discover. But I'm going to tell you that in order to get where you want to go, you got to starve some things. So, what happened with me, Dan, is that my wife told me a principle, and thank God for my wife. She said, honey, and I love watching NFL football. My favorite football team is a Washington football team, right? So I would watch football every single Sunday. I started getting this doctoral program, and most people don't know this, but I'm going to tell you. Got my doctoral program, and that's a whole miracle in itself. But I got my doctoral program. My wife says, if you could just stay focused, if you could just stay focused for a year or two of not watching football, you can finish your doctorate. I said, no way. These take 3, 4, 5 years to do. I finished my doctoral degree in 2.5 years because I decided to not watch football on Sunday. I only watched the highlights on SportsCenter, if that, because I was focused. I was determined. Even my kids said, Dad, when you go in that room, you don't come out because you're focused. And I'm telling you, a lot of people are missing out on 2020's dreams and 2020's blessings because you lost your focus. And I'm not mad at you because I lost mine too for a little while. But guess what? I'm back, baby. I'm back and I'm not leaving. The reality is that a lot of us not only lose our focus, but check out my girl Ruth Bader Ginsburg, God rest her soul, says fight for the things you care about, but do it in a way that leads others to join you. Do it in a way that leads other people to join you. So I want to invite you to find your focus and keep it with no deviation. All right? Listen. There's a quote by one of my favorite authors that says, no deviation from strict integrity will meet God's approval. So check it out. My hopes for you are a few this year. I hope, number one, I'm back. I am back. Yes, sir. I am back. And the reality is that we got to find your focus. I want you to find your focus and keep it with no deviation. Number one, I hope that you learn something about your strengths this year. I'm talking about focus now. And I'm going to go over time probably and hey, tell somebody else to watch this, but I'm going to stay with this thing until I'm done. I hope you learned something about your strengths this year. Listen, you are resilient, you are resourceful, and you are innovative. Think about all the things and the moving parts that you had to move in order to get where you are right now. You are resilient because you bounced back from difficulty. You're resourceful because you changed things out of the way that they had to be manipulated in order for you to stay positive and stay connected. And you are innovative. Don't let anybody tell you that you're not innovative. And then number two, to stay focused, I hope you embrace your limitations this year. Man, everybody says I can do all things through Christ that strengthens. No, you can't. You can't do everything. You can only do a few things well. I got a doctoral degree, so I know this much about end-of-life care and education, but I spent 2.5 years studying this one thing, and I only know this much. I hope you embraced your limitations this year. You only have a certain amount of time. You only have a certain amount of space and a certain amount of emotional bandwidth to execute on goals and plans. You can't do everything that you really want to do. You can only do what you are allowed to do and structure your time. Watch another one of these word powers from Saturday morning where I talk about structure and time. All right. So then number three, I hope you gain more in your relationships this year. Ooh, my marriage has gotten sweeter and sweeter and sweeter this year because we've been forced to be around each other, talking about the issues, the problems, concerns, but also growing in ways like we never thought we could grow before. All right. So having the same group of people to lean on is important, right? But have you widen your circle of influence and support? Now, if you only are around the same people, you expected to see something really great happen, but have you widen your circle of influence and support? I'm going to tell you, it's important. And then number four, I hope that you have acquired some new skills this year. Oh my goodness. Please, please, please. You got to have some new skills. You got to do something that's going to help you to be encouraged, something that's going to make you a better person. But in order to be successful, you have to constantly reinvent yourself and learn more and dive deeper. Come on, we can't just stay on the surface when God has called us to do better and stronger, be stronger and we also have opportunities to grow like never before. So today, I want to let you know today that in order to be successful, you got to constantly reinvent yourself, and you got to be willing to starve your distractions and feed your focus. Guess what? It's a lot of people out here trying to figure out what to focus on, what's right. You got to find your own focus. And I want to let you know, and I'm a witness to this, that 6 months of determination and focus and can put you 5 years ahead in life. Don't underestimate the power of consistency and desire. I'm telling you, every day I get up, I don't want to get up. I get up and exercise, but I feel stronger. I feel better. I'm smiling more. I'm happier, all as a result of consistency and focus and desire. Ain't desire alone, ain't consistency alone, but you got to find something in focus. My man Rocky Balboa, hey. Don't get on me about Rocky, because I'm going to get you on Rocky. The reality is that we have to be able to listen and learn about other people, and we can't underestimate the power of consistency and focus. Rocky Balboa, Sylvester Stallone says, every champion was once a contender that refused to give up. I'm telling you today, please do not give up. The Bible says to us, do you see somebody that's diligent in their work? They will serve before kings and not ordinary people. Listen, we have something better for us. We have better opportunities and better thoughts and better opportunities to not lose our focus, but we got to starve our distractions and feed our focus. I hope that you have a great rest of the day. I'm so excited to be able to be connected with you. And I want you to know that you can see God working in you. It doesn't matter where you are. Doesn't matter whether the battlefield's in your mind or in your heart, around you, or in your neighborhood or community. Please know that never forget that God's eyes, God's blessings, God's favor are on you. But you can accept it if you just starve your distractions and feed your focus. I hope that you have a great rest of the day. I'm praying for you. I'll see you next week. And I'm praying that God would bless you in ways like only you can imagine and that are beyond your expectation. Have a great rest of the day, and I hope you have a great week. God bless you. Until the next time, I see you again. Bye-bye.